What's your take on this deal?
Yeah, I mean, I heard about this morning just like you, and it just felt perfect for both sides. I mean, Tableau is one of the most respected companies in general, but in BI, and Salesforce has obviously proven that they can buy companies and put them through their distribution channel. And I think both companies are very committed to customer success.
So how does this change your business? I mean, there's obviously a sort of shifting landscape within the cloud, and there are lots of different companies that own parts of the cloud and bigger companies that are trying to own more and more of what's being done inside the cloud. So how does that change your position within it?
Yeah, I think it just keeps accelerating. If you look at it overall, there's a subscription economy index that Zuora puts out, and it shows that companies that are in subscription businesses are growing 5 times faster than the average S&P traded peer company. And so what's happening is subscription economy is just taking over the world. It shows up for our consumer lives, Netflix, Uber, et cetera, but it shows up at work as well. And because of that, all of those companies can't afford to just sell to their customers and move on. They've got to make them successful.
So people want subscriptions, and yet, in a way, subscriptions on a consumer level are also something customers love to hate.
Yeah.
You forget what you signed up for. Maybe you don't want it anymore. You don't even realize that you're still paying for it. How does that translate into enterprise, and how do you make sure, and this is your wheelhouse, that those customers stay happy?
Well, you nailed it, because subscriptions are great for consumers, right? We get to choose what we want, we get to turn it on, and in most cases we can turn it off, and sometimes we have to make a phone call to make that happen.
The phone call is annoying.
The phone call's annoying, but we have choice, right? And in the business world, that's happening now. They have choice. Before, they used to buy things, install them, and have no ability to switch, and you were just stuck with what you got. In this new world, customers have choice, and therefore all the vendors, whether it's a Salesforce or a Tableau or a Slack, have to proactively make sure that you're using all the stuff you bought, that you're getting more value. And by the way, not just you're getting more value than any other alternative out there.
So let's talk about Slack, because that's another one of your customers,
right.
Also a company that is going public in the near future, filing for a direct listing, which could happen as early as next week. What do you make of this moment that Slack has chosen to go public in, given all the market volatility, all of the uncertainty in the economy, and some IPOs that have happened recently that aren't doing so well?
Yeah, Slack is, I think Slack, we've talked about before, it's a very special company because it's sort of this triple threat of customers love it. We run our whole business on Slack. The numbers are amazing in terms of growth rate, in terms of the efficiency, net retention, which is their existing customers keep spending more money, more than 140% net retention, and they're a great culture. And so I think Slack's one of those businesses that's built for the long term, and they can go public in any market.
So paint a picture of the future for me. I mean, because the business that you're in is trying to make the customer experience more seamless for businesses and for the customers of those businesses. So what does the enterprise software industry look like in, let's say, 5 years?
Yeah, well, I think there's a huge megatrend that's happening. We have this almost dissonance where technology in some ways is coming more into our lives and taking away more and more of the humanity and the people in business. But on the flip side, all of us, I think, are longing for a more personal and human connection to the businesses that we work with, right? We're not ready to turn the whole world over to AI and machine learning. We need that human connection. And so what's happening is companies are saying, I need to treat my customers more like human beings. I need to be more proactively focused on customer success and making sure they're getting value. And they're also saying, I need to treat my employees more like human beings. I need to give them great technology like Slack, like Zoom, like other great technologies that are going public this year that are helping employees be more successful. So there's this big approach, we call it human first business, that we think is really changing the way people think about work.